All right. Good morning. Whew. Today, it is the 29th. We have a couple of days left in the month. Exactly 8 minutes after 9 o'clock. You got the Aired Out podcast live from the ASB Financial Studios in Fly on the Wall Productions, of course, on North Main Street in Barrie. Running a few minutes late this morning. Just getting, we're trying to get Lily to school on time. Had a very nice hug, though, from Michael Deering's wife this morning, Cassie. But, which, frankly, that just, kind of kicked off the day and made all things right. So, thank you, Cassie, for that. Heather Slayton is going to be joining me at some point this morning, soon, and chatting about Wellness Wednesdays yesterday, which I went to, and it was incredible. I loved it. I mean, I thoroughly loved it. I loved every minute of it. We're also going to be checking in with Raylene, who is grabbing a cup of coffee right now. And you know what? What the heck? She'll call me when she's ready. But we have a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff happening. And some of it, there's Main Street, by the way. So we got some clouds and 49 degrees. Some of what's going on behind the scenes and off the air are things that I absolutely cannot wait to share with you and air out. But it is going to be a little bit of time, I think, before I'm going to be able to blow the whistle on what I would like to blow the whistle on and what I plan to. And I cannot wait to share it all with you, all of the gory details. It's coming. Barrie Farmers Market wrapped up yesterday, and the weather held off for it. Got a chance to swing in quickly with Lily and grab some fresh veggies for home cooking last night. But it was sad to see the farmers market wrapping up. But they did it. They pulled it off, and for the most part, the weather every Wednesday was pretty damn good. The Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice Cycles of Life motorcycle and bike ride is this Saturday in Montpelier. Talking about the weather, I can tell you that we are watching things very carefully. And it is, right now anyway, what I'm seeing is pretty much perfect. Like, couldn't even get any better. It's going to be a day filled with motorcycle and bicycle cruising to benefit their incredible telehealth program. It is sponsored by New England Excess Exchange. We have the Rock Solid Crew Iron Order Motorcycle Club that is going to be helping along with the route. Yeah, oh yeah. So it is going to be perfect. So an opportunity for you to enjoy the giant raffle to win the e-bike from Onion River Sports and the huge barbecue catered by the Wayside Restaurant. Listen, if you haven't yet, you need to get your raffle tickets and register your bike, whether it's got a motor or no motor, doesn't matter, at cvhhh.org/cycles, or you can register Saturday morning before the ride. But if you'd like to learn more about their telehealth program, which is absolutely incredible, just get on cvhhh.org/telehealth, and we'll drop the link in the comments here. I think we've got it right now. Raylene, are you there?
I am here.
Good morning, love. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
We're doing okay. What's going on? Tell us. Can you share with us what's happening down in Florida?
Um, well, a, a lot of people with no power. There have been hundreds of fatalities. They're still expecting widespread flooding. I'm, of course, very focused on Sarasota. That's where my Gram lives. She did evacuate, but she didn't go all that far. She just went inland a bit to Ellington. So there's still concerns for her home, and and at this point, we haven't been able to make any contact. So
Mm.
lots of cell towers are down. Communication is rough, and so just waiting. Yeah.
Yeah, last night was able to connect in with Uncle Frank, who is where is he? St. Petersburg, St.
Hmm.
Petersburg, um, and you know, but I haven't yet spoken with him this morning, so I'm planning on giving him a ring here in a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm hearing Lee County was also hit pretty hard. Orlando was hit pretty hard. So yeah, I think at this point, last I heard, 2.5 million people were without power.
Yeah,
Um,
Category
it's
4,
crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
incredible.
So definitely, fighting our nails, waiting to hear, um, to make sure that everything is okay with our loved ones down there, as I am sure many are.
Yeah,
Um, a lot of people leave. And head back the 1st of October, sometimes a little sooner because a lot of the campgrounds that people stay in over the summer, when they come back home, are closing or are already closed.
mm,
And there are a lot of people that are packed up and ready to go this weekend that have no idea what they're going to go home to.
yeah.
I've seen several people post about that as well.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy sights. I know many of us have. One of which was the shark that was sighted swimming in a neighborhood in Fort Myers. I don't know if you got a chance to see that. That's been trending quite a bit.
I did not see that, but I saw with my own very eyes yesterday while watching the Weather Channel, Fort Myers. The coverage was absolutely insane. The guy could barely stand,
Yeah.
had just got knocked to his feet by some debris, and this truck kept driving by. It would go one way and then the other, and it was going back down the street, and it stopped at the blinking red light, came to a complete stop, and the cameraman zoomed, and it was a brand new Toyota Tundra with nothing but Vermont plates.
Wow. What in the hell's he doing down there?
Well, apparently storm chasing. So, um,
Well,
I just like, shook my head, you know.
yeah. Ian is leaving a trail of destruction and he continues to dump more than a foot of rain across a really, really wide band across Florida. Storm surges as high as 12 feet um, in areas around Naples and Fort Myers, and we have several fatalities, especially in the Fort Myers area.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, as of 10 p.m. last night, at least 2 million people with no electricity. And I think you said, what, 2.5 right now is what it's at.
Yes, that's what they're reporting this morning on the weather station. 2.5 million people without power this morning.
Incredible. We've got,
Some locations, of course, a lot better than others because it's all underground power.
yeah.
But
Yeah, the last night we were watching some of the footage that was coming in about that. So many scenes that we saw. The hospital in Port Charlotte that was flooded when the storm surge rushed into the main floor of the building. I mean,
Yes.
incredible.
Yeah.
Please keep us up to speed on what's going on with your Graham.
I definitely will. I
All right.
definitely will. And have a great day. And I'll see you next week.
You got it.
All right.
Thanks, Raylene. Wow. Yeah. Sitting right across from me is the lovely Heather Slayton. Good morning, honey.
Well, good morning.
How are you? Just grab that mic. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. You don't have any family or friends down there, do you?
Yeah, actually, Jason's mom and stepdad live in Ocala,
Oh,
and his
wow.
aunt lives in North Fort Myers.
Oh, have been in
So-
touch with them at all, or
Not his aunt, but I was texting his mom last night.
he was?
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Were they
she was able to text back.
okay?
So, yeah,
Yeah.
we're very grateful.
We haven't had a chance to try to reach our friend in St. Pete, but we're hoping to do that this morning. Spoke with him last night, but
I can't see you at all.
incredible. Yeah, you just move that anywhere you want.
There. Okay.
Yeah. So, first of all, thank you for coming in this morning.
Sure.
Yesterday,
Thanks for having me.
Yesterday was day one of Wellness Wednesdays.
It was. How'd you sleep last night?
Well, it was a different experience for me being there yesterday. This is not something that I would typically do. And I left there yesterday saying, I am so glad that I went to Wellness Wednesdays, and I'm going to be back.
Good.
I'll be back doing that. And I think that's the main thing that we need to tell people is that it doesn't matter if you're alone, if you're with your kid or your wife or your husband or boyfriend, girlfriend, just stop in because you're going to be. I was stunned. I was so surprised to see the inside of that building.
It's huge. We have so many things going on in there.
Had no idea.
Yeah.
No idea. I mean,
Yeah.
literally the whole time that I got the tour from you, I was just shocked at all of the different services that are provided in
Yeah.
that one building. It's amazing.
You can access a lot of stuff there. That's why we call it the hub.
Yeah, I mean, it's but here's me thinking that it was just on the ground floor there.
Yeah, what you see on the street is
Right.
minimal
So
compared
Lily-
to what's in there.
Lily got to have some fun in the snoozling room.
Yes. So if you're coming in for any kind of service, if you've called ahead and made an appointment for a massage, or if you just want to walk in and try the acupuncture,
Yeah.
whatever it is you're coming for, if you have to bring a kiddo and you feel comfortable, I will sit with them in the snoozling room
Yeah,
for your appointment.
And
That
you-
is fine.
and you did that yesterday with Lily.
Lily's fun to hang out with.
She got into the ball pit is back.
Yes, the ball pit is back. Yeah, it's a big hit. I'm glad to have it out of my office.
If I wasn't so busy getting the tour and getting the acupuncture, I would have been in the ball pit.
Oh, yeah.
But there's still time.
It's a good time.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Hard to get out of the chair to get in the ball pit, though, isn't
Yes,
it?
it was. Tell me about this massage chair because this is new.
Yeah.
In the snoozling room.
It's I got it to replace the original chair that came with the room.
Yeah.
And this one's got a few extra bells and whistles. The original was broken some time ago. And so thanks to lots of generous folks when we do our fundraising, we were able to replace it. The new chair has heat, it's zero gravity, it has vibrating massage, it has Bluetooth, it has compression, and it has the little balls that swirl around and
Yeah.
do all the things. And
Airbag
It's-
massage system.
yeah.
Uh,
Arm compression, shoulder compression, hip and leg compression.
yeah, the leg
squeezes you up
Oh
good.
my God, the leg compression around the ankles and the calves.
Yeah.
I was just in my glory.
Yeah. So if you're trying to get into a massage for Wellness Wednesday and they're booked, come sit in the chair.
You won't get.
You won't be
get-
disappointed.
I was trying to come up with excuses of why I couldn't get out of this chair.
Yeah.
The Shiatsu zero gravity full body massage chair and a recliner.
It's pretty amazing.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I
Yeah.
mean, that's incredible that you guys have that.
Yes.
And thanks to our community for rallying together in various fundraisers to be able to support this New Zealand Room and make it what it is today.
Yes. And that's not just people purchasing tickets. It's, you pushing it out there. It's Rebecca at Brave always like selling raffle tickets and
Yeah.
making sure that I have all my flyers out where people can see them. Amy at Amy's Armoire has sold raffle tickets for me for those fundraisers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Support that. And there are ongoing fundraisers to support this New Zealand Room and the whole center,
Everything.
well space over
Yeah.
there.
And the whole agency. But yeah, you can always buy a t-shirt for this New Zealand Room. Those are $20
Sure.
and they're right at Summer Street.
I was
And
wearing mine yesterday.
yes, it looked very lovely.
I think that we need to try to maybe bridge the disconnect between some of our community and what's on the other side of those doors. We need to invite the public to come in and see and witness this.
Right. Especially for people who might be thinking they would like to find some services and aren't sure what's out there. Like, come in and meet us. And that's, this Wellness Wednesday will hopefully go a long way towards getting people in there just to decompress.
Right.
Just to have one night to relax and
Sure.
whatever. But if you're looking for long-term services, it's a good opportunity to come in and meet folks and find out what we have to offer agency-wide.
I loved meeting. I met Sierra yesterday. I met Jackie, I think.
Yes.
Phil Wells, of course.
Yes.
Who's the WellSpace director.
Yep.
Didn't know that he also does acupuncture and all that stuff.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Oh, yes. He's an extremely multifaceted
Had
man.
had a really, really nice talk with the neuropathic doctor, Lauren.
Yes. Yeah, we've got some new providers for Wellness Wednesday this year.
Yeah,
So
she's incredible.
Yep.
She's a doctor at Well Natured in Montpelier.
Yes.
And also a lifestyle counselor. But Balin that's my new boy right there.
Yeah.
Tell us about Balin Skylack. Is that how you say his last
Yes.
name?
So
Oh, gosh.
I know.
Like freaking fell in love with this guy.
I know. It's easy to do. He is a master acupuncturist and traditional Chinese medicine certified in biomedicine, Chinese medicine, acupuncture, Chinese herbology. He's licensed here and in California. He came when we started the last round of Wellness Wednesday in the spring. And now he actually has an office space at Summer Street
Yeah.
so that he can see people locally. He does have his own practice.
Right there.
Plainfield or Montpelier. I can't remember
No, Plainfield.
right now. Plainfield.
He told me, Plainfield.
But he also has an office at Summer Street now so that he can see folks here as well. And he's got like a whole like apothecary there, can mix up your teas and tinctures and whatever. And
I was absolutely fascinated
Yeah.
when I walked into his office and I
very
saw
talented guy.
it's a wall of herbs and stuff.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? I know.
It's seriously. And I said to him, I'm like, bro, you got some secrets in here, man.
Yes.
You got some stuff in here that the medical world in this country has just not figured out yet.
Well, they figured out or they don't want us to know about.
That too. and we had a conversation about that as well.
We're lucky to have him.
Yes, we are very lucky to have him.
Yeah.
But he pulled this book off the shelf called I Ching and showed it to me, and he's like, this is it. This is where all the answers are right here. And this is the reason why I'm doing what I do and why I love what I do. And he had it right there, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Chinese herbal medicine, I mean, it's just fascinating stuff. Fascinating.
It is. It is. And I don't, I have come from like no judgment kind of place, whether
Yeah.
you want Eastern or Western medicine, whatever.
Right.
But I can tell you, just sitting in a room with that man will bring you to about like 10 degrees more chill than you were when you walked in,
it
just
did.
sitting in the same room.
I
So-
know, and it did. I mean,
Yeah.
even Lily was like, wow.
Yes.
And,
And she got the seeds. She had ear seeds.
what? So, I first of all, I don't know anything about acupuncture.
Yep.
Okay. I walk in there. We sit down, and he's, we're talking about this and that, and blood pressure and all ailments.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, maybe we could do some ear seeds. I've never heard of ear seeds. And
Right,
I'm
because you had to get up and go, so you couldn't sit there with the needles in.
right.
Right.
So I'm like, what are we putting, like poppy seeds in the
Oh
ear?
yeah,
What's
stick a
going on
funnel
here?
in and
Yeah,
no,
well, yeah, we'll
don't
put
ever
a-
don't do that at home.
Yeah, what is this? But he breaks it down very quickly and in simple layman's terms.
Yes.
And
I can't do it as well, so I won't pretend.
yeah,
But it's it's the same theory as getting the acupuncture, is that they're going to lie on the pressure point
Right.
that connects to whatever it is that you're needing help with.
and he put them on my ears, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
And
And
was-
Lily
know,
got a couple, and
Lily
she
got
was
a couple
like, "Whew."
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
and did cartwheels all night last night. But but he was just, it was thoroughly fascinating for
Yeah.
me. Also to witness for the first time some other folks that were there that had acupuncture in the ears, and he was talking about how the ears and the different spots on the ears, and there's a map for all this, that it's all connected to certain parts of your body.
Right.
And the Chinese figured this out like 1 billion years ago. It's amazing.
It is.
Amazing. I mean, even I bumped into Michael Deering this morning, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, dude, yes, you got to."
I know they need to come over, put the kids in the room with me, and he and Cassie can sit down and chill and
Please.
get some acupuncture. Oh yeah, and we
know-
have tea and little fruit and snacks, and
Yeah.
people can sit around and munch. And we try to keep one room pretty chill, but
Right.
it gets a little talkative, so we're
But-
going to try to separate a little bit of that. And
But you can go upstairs and do some Reiki.
yes,
They've got sound healing with the tuning fork. I mean, this is all like,
yeah, there's a lot going on a Wednesday night. So acupuncture is the one thing where you can walk in and just get. That's it, because we have enough practitioners there to just do it. You might have to wait a few minutes, but
Yeah.
we're happy to sit and chat with you.
yeah.
But everything else, it'd be really awesome if you could just call and try to make an appointment.
Yes.
One, so that you're going to get in, and two, so that our practitioners know what to expect for their evening, what the
Right.
lineup's going to look like.
Yeah,
and,
right.
And to clean down the room after, in between everybody. So you can call 479-4055 to make your appointments prior to the next Wednesday. So we have 5 weeks left right now.
Okay.
And then we'll probably take a couple weeks off and then maybe run again very
right.
shortly after is the plan.
But
The hope.
last winter, it was popular.
Extremely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it will be again. People are just getting back into the swing of, out of the summer and into the run it,
Yeah.
find something else to do because it's cold and we don't want to play outside anymore.
What we, as sponsors of the podcast, Washington County Mental Health, we talk about mental health an awful lot here on Aired Out.
Yeah.
There are a lot of M's: mental health, mindful meditation.
Yes.
The list goes on. We are hearing these words more in our culture, more in our society, more in the news, more on our phones and in the internet, everywhere, more than ever before.
Right.
Ever.
Well, I think for 2 years people had to sit with them, and realize,
And one of the things I said to Balin yesterday is, and I think you as well, is who's not been affected by something with regard to mental health over the last couple of years. I mean,
Right.
who's immune to this shit?
right.
I
Even
mean,
if it's just trying to help somebody else through their own troubles,
Sure.
there's
there's a lot.
It's impossible, I think, to not have had something affect you.
Yeah, these are heavy times.
Yeah. So this is a nice free community service. Just walk in, no strings, come in, chill, relax.
Try it out.
Yep.
I got to talk with Balin about hibiscus tea and all that, and high blood pressure and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd love to have him in here,
Yes.
but I would also love to. There's part of me that wants to take my phone and go there.
Yep.
and I did a little bit yesterday just from the sidewalk, but I don't want to. I don't want it to be a spoiler. I want people to still.
Right. We want them coming in.
You have to go in.
Yeah.
You have to go in.
Right. And if anybody's interested, I mean, I'm happy to give a building tour if you really want to see all the other programs happening, especially if you're waiting for your massage appointment or something. We've got
Right.
time to do the run through.
Chris is asking, can you share details or a link to the location and the costs? Of course, we'll
For
do
Wellness Wednesday?
that. For Wellness Wednesday.
The cost is free.
Yep.
And the location is at 23 Summer Street in Barrie. It's right across the street from Summer Street Auto. It's in our big blue and brick building right on the corner across the street.
If you can, it's impossible to miss. It's got the huge.
It's got a giant autism ribbon on the front of the building.
And a puzzle piece.
And a puzzle piece says Imagination Station on the front.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like if you walk out of Summer Street Auto,
You're walking right into it.
you're going to go straight into the
The
building.
crosswalk leads to the building.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
So, yeah.
So walk in Wednesdays from 4:30
to 7:30.
until 7:30.
Yep.
Every Wednesday, we've got 5 more. Last night was the first one.
Right.
Okay.
And it's totally free.
Totally free. You come in, you get to look around, taste some tea, chat with some of these incredible professionals that know more about wellness as a big umbrella here, but
Yep.
doing what's best for your mind and your body
Right.
and the connection. And let's be honest, for most of us, that connection is broken
Exactly.
or frayed.
Right. Right. So come on in and meet folks and, get whatever needs you can met that night. And if you're looking for more, we can get you connected or on the right path at least.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Sure. I do have to jet because I
Yeah.
have to run over and train somebody
You jet.
in the Imagination
I'm
Station.
so glad you came. I'm so glad you came in. So
Yeah.
glad.
Luckily, it's a short walk across
Yeah.
the back parking
Yeah,
lot.
exactly.
But thanks for having me.
Thank you, honey. We love you to pieces.
We love you.
Yeah. One of the things that I wanted to make sure that we were just talking a little bit ago about the Central Vermont Home Health and Hospice Cycles of Life motorcycle and bike ride that's going on Saturday in Montpelier. The other thing I want to push is what's going on Sunday. Courtney's allies, Alex Johns and Kate Root, are joining Diane Kinney of Circle, and they are continuing this. This is, I think, year number 5 to raise awareness of domestic violence in Washington County and beyond, frankly. Their annual 5K run and walk is going to be on the State House lawn on Sunday. Registration's at 9:30. The event is going to be underway shortly after at 10. Circle is going to be hosting their annual clothesline project by survivors, and speakers are going to be taking to the microphones at around 2 o'clock that afternoon. If you would like to register for that, I'm going to drop the link right here. I see Raylene's dropping some links here too. So I'm assuming that's for Wellness Wednesday. Yes, it is. So there you have it. The the annual 5K run and walk with Courtney's allies and Circle. The link I just dropped up there, the RaceWire link. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, yes. This weekend, and we've been posting this up regularly. The Barrie Lions Club 2-day lawn sale with the Filipino American Vermont Branch Club right across from O'Reilly Auto Parts, the warehouse there. It is from 9 to 2 both days, Saturday and Sunday. It is open to regular flea market vendors, individuals with items to sell, church groups, scouts, etc. So get your table reserved by today. This is the deadline so that they can plan accordingly. And I'm going to post that phone number right on the chat right now. It is 279-7515, 279-7515. Vendors and patrons are encouraged to bring eyeglasses as well. that they no longer need because the Barrie Lions Club, of course, recycles them. And frankly, they're famous for that. The other thing, and we posted this up yesterday on the page, so you can go back and read more details about it, about the Vermont State Surplus property hosting this 4-day sale of surplus property. It's at 11 Green Mountain Drive in Montpelier. It has been going on all week, and today it is open to the public. It's been reserved different days for different sectors of our community, but today it is open to the public from 10 this morning. So starting in about 20 minutes, goes till 3 o'clock this afternoon. Displays and desks, tables, chairs, exercise equipment, and many, many more items that have been accumulating for a long time. And then the remaining items, I think, will be free tomorrow, anything that doesn't sell today. But cash and check only. If you have any questions, you can email or call. And I'm going to put that up into the comments right now as well. But again, this is starting up in about 20 minutes. The State of Vermont Surplus property having this this big sale at 11 Green Mountain Drive in Montpelier. Here we are Thursday. We are inching closer and closer to the weekend, and quickly. The other big-ticket item is the 60th running of the Milk Bowl. We have well over $100,000 in prize money. The Pro All-Stars are going to be invading with the PASS Super Late Model 150 and the New England Super Modified Series, PASS Modifieds and White Mountain Motorsports Park, Amanuset Asphalt Mini Late Models all joining in for some racing and some qualifying tomorrow. Hard to believe it's already here. And then more qualifying going on Saturday. I think Saturday is like the big qualifying day up at T Road. Time trials and lots of different heat races. And then, of course, Sunday, the Milk Bowl itself. We have several top ACT teams that have thrown their hat into the ring, looking for that $12,000 first place prize. And yes, I did see the news yesterday about Nick Sweet, that he will be racing. Got the press release on that yesterday. But look out, man. There's going to be some great drivers. Labor Day Classic champion DJ Shaw, Cody LeBlanc, many others. Bobby Therian, former Milk Bowl champ, will be out there, and Jason Corliss. Fall Foliage 200 winner Patrick LaPearl also going to try for his fourth win, and then the King of the Road, Christopher Pelkey, just to name a few. So there's a lot happening up there. So enjoy. Tomorrow, Space Oddity, the David Bowie tribute band at the Barrie Opera House. We dropped that yesterday, barrieoperahouse.org, of course, if you want to catch that, if you're a Bowie fan. American Legion, Saturday night, they've got Alive and Kickin', the band, $8 cover. We're always talking about the American Legion, what they have going on over there, and then some great stuff in the community calendar for October. Vermont... Or November, rather, I should say. Things are so backed up with public service announcements here. So we're honestly inundated with them, and we are trying to get as many public service announcements aired out as possible here. There's so much happening in our community. We posted up a little while ago a couple of links to some trending stories here in Central Vermont. Diversity and equity dispute draws a crowd in Barrie. Of course, we talked about that yesterday with Tom Lozon, but you can read more about it in the Argus. LIHEAP secures $1 billion in additional funds, And about 5.7 million is going to come to Vermont this winter. The Federal Heating Fuel Assistance Program. Thanks, U.S. Senator Patrick Leahy. Man, there's a lot to be said about that. We were supposed to have an ass whooping of a winter. What I'm seeing in the news, what I'm hearing about, that the polar vortex that we're already hearing about, that's hanging out in the North Pole right now, that's going to be working its way down into New England and pushing cold temperatures way far south, farther than past years. Brenda Siegel challenges Phil Scott's record at the VT Digger gubernatorial debate. We have that whole thing posted up just about 40 minutes ago or so that you can read about it. More gunfire in City Hall Park in Burlington. An identified guy discharging 3 rounds in City Hall Park in Burlington. You know, I think it's probably going to be a little while before I head to, at least the Church Street area of the Queen City. They need to get a grip on what's going on over there before I head into that area. Really, honestly. Let's see what else. Oh, we got the story about the UVM Sports Complex. The arena is still on hold. The Wellness Center has opened at UVM. We have that story as well. There's a lot of stuff going on. So hop on our page if you haven't already and have a look. Don't forget, tonight is, yes, the final night of Concerts in the Park and Food Truck Thursdays, Courier Park, right here in the Granite City. As Raylene wrote, the long-awaited Native Tongue acoustic performance is going to be hitting the stage around 6:30 tonight, and the food trucks will be serving it up. It's going to be a fantastic time in the park. Listen, we're going to be watching and reading about not only what's going on in Vermont, but what's happening in Florida. And it is not to be overly somber this morning, but it is not a great situation. Governor Ron DeSantis, I'm sure, hasn't slept a wink. He's been in regular contact with President Biden, who has pledged all available federal resources. Nice to see we have 2 political rivals that have pledged to set aside their differences to, during an emergency, to just do what's right and what's needed. National Hurricane Center says the storm is tracking slowly across Florida and likely not emerging into the Atlantic until this afternoon. And possible that it's going to maintain hurricane strength the entire way and begin to re-strengthen over open water before making a second landfall in northern Florida or Georgia or South Carolina. So it's it's easy to get caught up in this storm and to watch what's happening. And there obviously is a huge amount of concern about what's happening. But at some point, whether you have friends down there, you have family down there, whether you're trying to get in touch with them or not, at some point, we have to shut the TV off, and we just need to regroup and take a deep breath But we will be carefully watching what's developing in Florida. The other big story, and it's not a great one, but we do talk about national news. We have at least 6 people that were injured in a shooting at a school in Oakland, California. This all occurred at a building which houses 3 different schools serving middle and high school students. 6 victims, which are reportedly all adults, are said to be affiliated with the Redstale Newcomer High School, which serves students who recently immigrated to the United States after fleeing their home countries, many to escape violence. 2 of the victims are in critical condition with life-threatening injuries. It is not clear if the victims were students or staff at the school. Police believe they are looking for one shooter, and right now they do not have anyone in custody. So we're watching that situation as well in Oakland, California. And if we get any breaking news on that, we'll try to get it posted up for you right away. Let's see. How about a daily dose of feel good? We have Michael Bria from Wilton, Connecticut. Busy start to the school year, attending school and keeping up with his homework, but putting the finishing touches on his Eagle Scout project. And I know we were talking about scouting yesterday as the subject of the Daily Dose of Feel Good, but ended up collecting and donating 6,000 books to fellow students of all ages. When he started this project, he started small, asking family and friends for book donations, and it spread quickly. And people everywhere started stepping up and gave him a lot of encouragement. And because of the kindness of his community in Wilton, Connecticut, he's making some national headlines. Free of charge, all these books. Allowing the kids to share in Michael's lifelong passion for reading. So got his Eagle Scout project done, and done well. 6,000 books to students. We'll post up the link if you'd like to read about it. Be well, everyone. Take good care of one another, and we will catch you very soon here on the Aired Out Podcast.